Do you enjoy chilling tales and terrifying stories? Then step into the darkness with Cryptwink HQ. Watch more spine-tingling horror stories now. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon before it's too late. This happened to me when I was in high school in a small town in Nebraska. I was 17 back then, and I've never really talked about this because honestly, most people wouldn't believe me. Our town was one of those places where everyone knew everyone, the kind of place where nothing ever really happens, except for that one fall in 2015. That was the year strange things started happening around our school. It began with small stuff. Weird animal sounds at night, missing cats, garbage cans knocked over like something had clawed through them. At first, nobody really cared. We thought raccoons, coyotes maybe. Nebraska has plenty of wildlife. But then people started getting followed. My friend Kyle, he was the first to tell me something was wrong. He said a few nights in a row, he noticed someone or something walking behind him on his way home from football practice. He thought it was just paranoia until he heard it whisper his name. He was dead serious when he told me this, and Kyle wasn't the kind of guy who got scared easy. That same week, one of the freshmen didn't show up for school. His parents said he was sick, but rumors started spreading that he saw something in the woods and wouldn't stop screaming. The woods were right behind our school, dense and quiet. Nobody really went back there unless they were skipping class or doing something shady. Kyle wanted to check it out. I didn't want to, honestly, but he talked me into it. So Friday after school, around 5 p.m., we brought flashlights, some energy drinks, and a couple pocket knives, just in case. We enter from behind the football field. The trees swallowed up the light pretty quickly, and the deeper we went, the quieter it got. I swear, even the wind stopped. About 15 minutes in, Kyle suddenly stopped walking. I turned to look at him. He was staring off to the left, toward a small clearing. "Did you hear that?" he asked. I hadn't. But the look on his face, it made me believe him. There was this old, broken shed, barely visible through the trees, looked abandoned, rusted tin roof, partially collapsed walls. Kyle moved toward it like he was being pulled in. I followed quietly. Inside, it smelled like wet dirt and something rotten. But what caught my eye was this small battery-operated recorder half buried under old cloth. Kyle picked it up and hit play. What came out of that speaker still gives me chills. It was a voice, his voice, Kyle's voice, and it was saying, "Please help me. I don't know where I am. Please, it's watching me. It's wearing my face." We dropped the recorder. Both of us just stood there. Neither of us knew what to say. And then, behind us, footsteps. We turned around with the flashlight swinging wildly. Nothing, just trees. But when Kyle moved his light toward one of the tree trunks, we both saw it. Fingernail marks, deep, like someone had been dragged or tried to hold on. We ran, no talking, just running, until we saw the field lights again. When we stopped to catch our breath, Kyle's sleeve was torn. His arm was bleeding, 3 claw marks down his back. But he said he never felt anything. We never went back. Kyle stopped talking about it. Eventually, he moved schools. We haven't spoken since. I still think about that recorder, about how it knew his voice, about what else it might have taken. And sometimes, I wonder if it ever really let us leave. For years, I tried to forget what happened in those woods. I graduated the next year, moved out of town, went to college in Lincoln. Kyle and I drifted apart, replying to my texts by the end of senior year. But every once in a while, I dream about that night, the shed, the claw marks, that damn recorder. I never told anyone, not even my college roommate, until last year, 2024, when something happened that pulled me right back in. I got a package in the mail. No return address, just my name, written in sharp black marker. Inside was a small old tape recorder, the same exact model Kyle and I found in that shed. I stared at it for what felt like hours, and then I hit play. It started with breathing, then footsteps, then my voice. If you're hearing this, I paused the tape. I never said that. I never recorded that. My roommate thought I was messing with him, but I could see the color drain from his face when the voice started repeating itself, and then laughing. I threw the tape in the trash. I didn't sleep that night, but what freaked me out the most, the next morning, it was back on my desk. That's when I called Kyle. First time in almost 8 years. He picked up. I barely recognized his voice. It was slower, raspier. He sounded tired. I asked him if anything weird had ever happened to him since that night. He didn't say yes. He just said, "You shouldn't have listened to it." And then he hung up. I tried to forget again. But that's the thing about this kind of fear. It waits. A few weeks ago, I went back home. My mom needed help moving some stuff from the attic. I wasn't planning to go near the woods, but something pulled me back. I walked toward the edge, where the trees begin, the same spot Kyle and I entered. Nothing had changed. Same crooked fence. Same empty field. I was about to turn back when I saw something new. A freshly carved message on one of the trees. 5 words burned into the bark. It never left the woods. I ran. Not because I saw anything, but because I finally understood something I'd been trying to deny for years. Whatever we saw, it was from the woods, and now it follows the ones who know. So, if you've made it this far, if you've listened to my story, I'm sorry, because now you know too.